partway through the stream, so I just named this one 2.5. It should technically be a part 3, but whatever. Yeah, sorry about that. I have no idea as to why that happened, but yeah, I have no idea why it did that, to be perfectly honest. Let me see if I can get everyone back real quick. Give it a couple minutes. About that, guys. I have no idea why it did that. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. That was really weird. Like, I had a hiccup in the system and it just went... I guess you guys are slowly gonna trickle back in. Okay. Oh, good. I itch places. Give me just a second. Okay. I know there's a little bit of back that's going to, yeah. Okay.
Templars! One of your own commands the Inquisition's forces. Join us as he did.
A staunch and loyal member of the Order. So loyal, he abandoned them for a false herald.
But Lord Seeker, what if she really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
This guy, Lord Seeker Lucius, to answer your question, Ryan, got all lectury and preachy.
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
She would stab Mario. Because he's still probably taller than her.
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Do you think he can be reasoned with?
I hope so. If not him,
Yeah,
there are surely
she's like
others in the
5'1".
Order
She's
who don't
supposed to be.
feel as he does. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
She's not supposed to be as tall as she is in the game, which...
Excuse me, but is what they're saying real? The Inquisition's going to fix the hole in the sky?
We're going to give it a try, at least.
No one is doing anything. The Chantry is useless, and the Templars are trusty. I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen, your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
You want to help the Inquisition?
Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
What do you think, Cassandra?
I think the woman is asking you and not me.
Well, she is.
The Herald of Andraste. Yes, I understand. Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away anyone willing to help. Invite her, if it pleases you.
Head to Haven then. We need good people.
I don't know if I'm that, but it will be nice to see. Thank you.
What's that? An arrow with a message?
This cannot stand. How can it stand?
Not really sniping, it's... The stabby one is either 5'1" or 5'2".
Take a closer look.
I've written her height down 2 different ways, so she's either 5'1" or 5'2". Wait, I'm confused.
Will it matter?
Of course.
She's not singing in English, and that's throwing me off. Something horrible.
We maintain an Inquisition presence on Commander Cullen's orders. This has been received as you might expect.
Smile upon you.
My Creator, judge me whole. Find me well within your grace. Touch me with fire that I be cleansed. Tell me I have sung to your approval.
What? Yes, I'm sorry.
Let all repeat
Minding the
chant
duties
light.
of
Only the word
ailing mother,
dispels the
Havara.
darkness upon us.
I am rather overwhelmed. Forgive me. I am unsure whether I meant to extend chantry services to you, and that troubles me greatly.
Upon me. I shall embrace the light. I shall weather the storm.
A pleasure.
Well met.
I don't think they knew. I can't believe this.
They left us. The Templars left us to the mages.
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. Are you the Maker's chosen, as so many claim?
To tell you the truth, I don't know.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
Speaking of height, did you know that
You're
Markiplier wears
obviously
lift
skeptical.
shoes?
What do you believe I am?
Our divine, Her Holiness is dead. I have seen evidence for everything, except what would comfort me.
That doesn't answer my question.
For you to be true, a great many things must be false. And if you are false, a great many things must have failed. There is chaos ahead, whatever your intentions.
So what happens now? Will the Chantry continue to denounce me?
Hey guys,
We have already done
the bot was a little bit delayed, but he
Now
updated.
it falls on us to select a new divine, if we can, and leave the next step to her.
Provided such a selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died at the Conclave. What becomes of us, and your Inquisition, is in the Maker's hands now.
Where is the Lord Seeker taking the Templars?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind. He could not have abandoned his intended role more completely.
There must be sense to what we can't see.
Must there? Rebellion seems popular in certain quarters, doesn't it, Seeker? Is crafting the Templars into a new power really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
What were you hoping the Lord Seeker would do exactly?
Put aside his war against the mages and find common purpose against something much more dire. Obviously, he has other plans. With the knights vigilant slain at the Conclave, there is nothing more we can do.
Perhaps there is something we can
This is how harem animes start. I know.
I truly would. I suppose we can expect renewed effort against the mages from him, and yet more chaos.
Does anyone ever have that issue where their wrists are two different sizes and it's slightly noticeable? Because I'm looking at it now and my right wrist is smaller than my left wrist. Ryan, we are not joining a harem anime for you.
Exactly?
They rebelled across Thedas. Some remained loyal, but not enough to call them the Order. The White Spire here in the capital was the largest garrison, but now it stands empty. Perhaps more shall flock to the Lord Seeker's banner now. How far has faith waned, I wonder?
How are people responding to all of this?
Despair. Fear. We mourn Her Holiness. The people look to the sky and wonder how long before terror comes for us all. There must be a way through this. Is it you? The Templars? The Maker's will? We abandoned our duties. We servants of the faith. Now we can only pray.
There's got to be a way to calm everything down and clean up this mess.
I hope against hope that may be the case.
Okay, I have to go around you. Do do do. Skip. I'm sorry, the seagulls cawing in the background just gave me flashbacks to SpongeBob.
My maker, know my heart. Take from me a life of sorrow. Comfort is only yours to give. Oh, maker, where is the comfort? Look away. I have broken the chant because it comes from my heart. What have we when our divine is dead and the sky burns?
I can't hear you. Aye, Captain.
What do you mean you broke the chant?
Are you also ignorant of the Maker's most basic rites? The chant of light is how we honor the Maker. They are the only words that the faithful should hear from my lips.
Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants
is dead.
I don't actually know the lyrics anymore.
Our Templars gone. The Maker's silence is deafening. What hope have we?
Pray to the Maker for strength, not forgiveness.
Have I not tried? Andraste, Maker, show me your light. Take me back in faith.
Absorbent and yellow and porous is he. SpongeBob SquarePants.
The Templars didn't even touch you.
I believe that messenger is trying to get our attention.
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
If nautical something is something you wish, SpongeBob SquarePants. I like that both of you guys went right after the other. Then jump on the deck and flop like a fish, SpongeBob SquarePants. Yes, yes, I'm aware. SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh! Ooh, that was fun. All my party members are still up there, though. Oh god, you guys all spawned in behind me. That's terrifying. Kill? I like that Orlais just always has the gallows. Ah yes. Let's terrify everyone by making it so that we always look like we're about to hang somebody.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps my people are the wiser option.
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
She really does look like her brother.
The mages weren't willing to talk to the Inquisition before. Why now?
Because now I've seen what you are. And I've seen the Chantry for what it is. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
But Narcissa wouldn't pick the mages.
Come, let us return to Haven. Return to Haven.
Okay. I mean, they also made Death Note the musical. And Beetlejuice the musical.
Take you.
Herald of Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Just say what?
What is that?
Thank you, Sarah.
Ugh.
Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're... And you're an elf. Well, hope you're not too elfy. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Sure, why not? I glow. What's going on?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches. Right in the plums!
Why didn't you take the weapons?
And this is why I love Sarah. No. Forget being practical. Let's just steal their points.
Sneaky, yeah? Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
How about we get to know each other first? You know, names and such.
One name. No, wait, two. Well, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. But if you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
So who are your friends of Red Jenny? You must know them.
Oh, it's not hard to understand if you're not trying to waste your day on it. Someone little always hates someone big. And unless you don't eat, sleep, or piss, you're never far from someone little. Doesn't always work out, but a lot of people hated this guy. Someone got a laugh, someone got even, someone got paid. And someone has to have explained to them that free help is good.
Back there you wanted to know if I glowed. Why?
That's what you do, innit? You walked out of somewhere and now you glow. Andraste's herald. True or not, it seemed like the easiest way to know it was you.
True or not?
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead, yeah? I want to help this... whatever it is. Inquisition.
Alright, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
No. You get added to the party, Sarah. Sorry, Varric. It's only temporary, I promise. Hey, look. Too many breaches. Oh, you mean Sarah's pants? I'm not gonna lie, Sarah has been the hardest character to write in my Dragon Age campaign. Like, when people finally get to interact with her and stuff, I'm like, she's the hardest character for me to write. Because she's just so different in compared to everyone else. I'm humming the Final Fantasy Victory fanfare. Also, Sarah is... Yes, I know I do it every stream. Box pointed it out earlier, too. It's just the Final Fantasy Victory fanfare. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. That's not what I wanted. I'm a wee bit dumb right now. Okay, give you that. Get rid of that, get rid of that. That was Varix, get rid of that. She is definitely a problem child. But we will love Sarah regardless. Look at that, she's in all leather. Bow chicka bow wow. Also, her name is spelled S-E-R-A for future reference.
Tell Mother Giselle this is as
There
much
we
as
go.
I can spare.
Blessings upon you, Herald of Andraste.
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. That would have been hilarious if you were a man, right? Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
I'm pretty sure the Conclave proved it's not that easy.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Why? Because someone yelled it real loud? Make them prove it. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
Right. They should know it's a simple job. End all war. Stitch the sky. The easy one first, of course.
You're daft, yeah? Most people get special, they lose their snark. Can't see how stupid it all is. I think I'll like you, Lady Herald. Maybe you are a little touched, yeah?
I'm ready to give it a shot. That's all I can ask from anyone else.
I'm in. It's an investment, yeah? Better pay off, too. Stupid war and everything. I had things to do.
I need to get through this so I can get Bull and I can get Creme.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter. You heard?
My agents in a city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do
You'll
what?
like Creme,
My
jukebox.
reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
I agree.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
So it'll be dangerous. I've been in danger since I walked out of the Fade.
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough.
Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
I think there's a character limit on the chat.
There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious. That does sound odd. I agree. The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Cram, 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 cram. Cram. Give me my Crimicius.
Excuse me. I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
What's the message?
We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bull's charges can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
What can your Bull's charges offer the Inquisition?
We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts. Ask around Val Royeaux. We've got references.
What should I know about your commander?
Iron Bull. He's one of those Qunari, the big guys with the horns. He leads from the front. He pays well, and he's a lot smarter than the last bastard I worked for. Best of all, he's professional. We accept contracts with whoever makes the first real offer. You're the first time he's gone out of his way to pick a side.
Why did your commander send us this information?
Iron Bull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
Crap. Hold on, do I have enough? Oh, I'm one short. Damn it.
I don't understand. Even the Templars have been.
O Creator, see me near, for I walk only as you would bid me.
I need to find some way to get to the Storm Coast as soon as freaking possible. I need it. Oh no, it only costs 4 to get to the Storm Coast. You lied to me.
If I offend the man so easily, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
You could do it that way, Box. But whatever you want to do, it's up to you. And as long as you feel comfortable with it, that's how you should proceed.
Your worship, for what it's worth, welcome to the Storm Coast. I would have sent word sooner, but our efforts have been delayed.
How so?
There's a group of bandits operating in the area. They know the terrain, and our small party has had trouble going up against them. Some of our soldiers went to speak with their leader. Haven't heard back, though.
Of course you haven't.
The soldiers didn't have an exact location for the bandits, but they were starting their search farther down the beach. With all this fuss, we haven't been able to conduct a proper search for the wardens either. Well, Good luck. And enjoy the sea air. I hear it's good for the soul.
Summer! Look at her. Look at that dragon. Oh, I love her. Give me my goddamn iron bowl. Don't worry, there's a cool scene for you. Don't worry, Jukebox.
Chargers! Stand down! Prim! How'd we do?
5 or 6 wounded, Chief. No dead.
That's what I like to hear.
I'm
Let the throat
practically
cutters finish
blushing,
up,
by the
then
way.
break out the casks. So, you're with the Inquisition, huh? Glad you could make it. Come on, have a seat. Drinks are coming.
Nicely done. I hear you're looking for work.
I am. Not before my drink, though.
Just imagine her going,
I assume you remember Cremisius Aclassi, my lieutenant.
Good to see you again. Throat cutters are done, Chief.
Already? Have them check again. I don't want any of those Tevinter bastards getting away. No offense, Krem.
None taken. At least a bastard knows who his mother was. Puts him one up on you Canary, right?
So, you've seen us fight. We're expensive, but we're worth it. And I'm sure the Inquisition can afford us.
Mm-hmm. How much is this going to cost me exactly?
Wouldn't cost you anything personally. Unless you want to buy drinks later. Your ambassador, what's her name? Josephine. We'd go through her and get the payments set up. Gold will take care of itself. Don't worry about that. All that matters is we're worth it.
The Chargers seem like an excellent company.
They are.
I don't know
But
why
you're
the
not just
swords
getting the
get glitched
boys.
through her hand.
You're getting me. You need a frontline bodyguard. I'm your man. Whatever it is. Demons? Dragons? The bigger the better. And there's one other thing. Might be useful. Might piss you off. Ever hear of the Ben Hasra?
They're a Kunari organization, right? The equivalent of their guards in City Watch.
I'd go closer to spies. But yeah, that's them. Or, well, us. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere. I've been ordered to join the Inquisition, get close to the people in charge, and send reports on what's happening. But I also get reports from Ben Hasrath agents all over Orlais. You sign me on, I'll share them with your people.
You're a Kunari
He is.
spy and you just told me.
Whatever happened at that conclave thing, it's bad. Someone needs to get that breach closed. So whatever I am, I'm on your side.
You still could have hidden what you are.
From something called the Inquisition. I'd have been tipped sooner or later. Better you hear it right up front from me.
What would you send home in these reports of yours?
Enough to keep my superiors happy. Nothing that'll compromise your operations. The Qunari want to know if they need to launch an invasion to stop the whole damn world from falling apart. You let me send word of what you're doing, it'll put some minds at ease. That's good for everyone.
What's in these Ben Hasrath reports you're offering to share?
Enemy movements, suspicious activity, intriguing gossip. It's a bit of everything. Alone they're not much, but if your spy master is worth a damn, she'll put him to good use.
She?
So the way that Bull's actually set up is
Plus,
that
I've
his
always had a
model
weakness
actually
for
isn't the
red
correct size, and the only way you can get it to the correct size is if you go on the computer and open up his files, so that his body size, so his model size is actually supposed to be about another, like, head and a half, almost 2 heads bigger, so that his head is actually the same size as, you know, the average head in the game.
Alright, you're in.
But
Excellent. Prem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The
he's
chargers
just supposed
just
to be
got
a
hired.
big guy.
What about the casks, Chief? We just opened them up with axes.
Find some way to seal them. You're Tervinter, right? Try blood magic. We'll meet you back at Haven.
Oh no, you won't. You are staying right fucking here. Come here, you sexy, sexy man. No, come back here. Come back here. I must chase you. Oh, Jesus, where'd he go? Yes, they make that joke too. Creme de la creme.
Those must be the bandits Harding mentioned. I can hear my neighbors stomping around upstairs, that's fine. Right, I need to level up Bull. That would help. Also, I need to level up her. Spinning blades. I apologize in advance, he's probably gonna get a little bit. Okay. Oh shit! I just got launched off the cliff. That's hilarious.
Actually, there is something I can do really quick to increase Bull's defenses, because Lord knows he's going to need it. Him and his stupid yellow pants.
Nice job in that last fight, Souls. You really kicked the crap out of that guy.
I suppose.
What? You don't think so? You ripped him a new one. It was great.
Unless the fight is personal, violence is a means to an end. It isn't appropriate to celebrate.
I don't know. Gotta wonder about anyone who fights as much as we do and doesn't have some fun with it.
We have fought living men with loves and families. And all that they might have been is gone.
Yeah, but they were assholes.
I love him. I love him so much. I know that's not the best way to look at life like that, but I love him so much. Take the potion.
These must be the missing soldiers.
Murdered. Shit. We should see that their families are notified.
Our men were murdered by a group called the Blades of Hissarion.
If you're interested, it looks like we can challenge their leader.
It looks like the bandits are camped further along the beach.
I shouldn't kill Nox. Yeah, they were assholes. Hey, get on. Get on, watch this.
Please don't get your horn stuck in the floor again.
Oh, but it was funny.
Until we had to get the entire Inquisition to hoist your ass out.
I would love to make party banter between all of my characters. It would bring me an excess amount of joy.
I've news, sir.
What is it?
This may be worthwhile.
May the mercies crest. It was making noises. So I'm gonna deal with the Blades of Hissarion, and then I'm going to go back. That's iron, isn't it? Come here. Then I'm going to go back and do more stuff in the hinterlands, pick up some stuff, finish some quests. I should probably go grab Vivienne at some point. Don't really want to. Don't really like her, but pick up Vivienne, pick up Blackwall. Why is that a hostile nug? What? Nah, I don't need sleep, Ryan. You know me. I don't need no sleep.
Die!
So is that a sign you're telling me I should stop the stream and go to bed? I'm gonna get shoved down the goddamn cliff. I'm gonna deal with the Blades of Hissarion and then I'll turn the stream off, guys. I'm getting pretty close. They're right down here. Yep, there they are. Do we still have a Mars?
Someone's come with a challenge.
So you would challenge the Blades of Hissarion?
You killed soldiers of the Inquisition. We cannot let this stand.
You want justice? Claim it.
Provided no one stabs you in the back on the way out.
Your worship, the Blades of Hissarion are at your service. If you want eyes on the coast, here we are.
I've not heard of the Blades of Hissarion.
Our work is often misunderstood, but we serve Andraste and whoever proves worthy of wielding us.
You and your blades are loyal to the Inquisition?
We're loyal to you. I suppose that's the same thing, your worship.
So there's no ill will over what happened with your former boss?
The man was a bastard. You're not the first to stand up to him. You're just the first to win, and we're happy with that. Besides, I would rather swear my life to the Herald of Andraste.
Do you have anything to report?
Nothing of note, your worship.
I should go.
Safe travels, your worship.
You alright?
I was just a girl. I remember them, you know.
Of course, that's what you're noticing.
See? I told you.
Alright, alright.
Because she's the Herald of Andraste?
Are you sure?
Swiggity swooty, Ryan stares at her booty. I've got bowl, so that's important. I have the issue now where I don't want to turn off the game. Can I get up this? Can I? Come on, if I had a horse I could. Dang it. I have no idea where that's from, to be perfectly honest. I've just always hummed that particular one for a while and I don't actually remember where it's from.
I got a friend who's a ship captain. She would love this place.
Isabella is like the worst person imaginable. Seriously. I would not consider Isabella a friend, Varric. That's not safe. Just stabbed it in the face. Do I feel bad? No. Oh, Ava. So what to go on in this game?
Nothing to report, sir.
Okay. I don't want to turn the game off yet. Leave her alone. She's asleep, Ryan.
Nothing to report, sir.
I'll go grab Vivienne. Oh, excuse me.
Lady Lavellen, on behalf of the Inquisition.
What a pleasure to meet you, my
Narcissa
lady.
doesn't actually
Seeing
have
the
a
same
last
faces
name.
at
She's
every
just known
event
as
becomes
Narcissa
so
of Saharan, or Narcissa of
So you
the
must
Bull's
be a guest
Chargers,
of Madame de Fer.
or
Or are you
Narcissa
here for
of the
du Bastien?
Inquisition,
Are you here on business?
or Narcissa the
I
Stabby
have
one.
heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fade.
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
I've heard very little about Duke Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the civil war. Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
Everything you've heard? Completely true.
Better and better. The Inquisition should attend more of these parties.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
That's not true. I'm just searching for Divine Justinia's killer.
Of course you are. I'm sure your army is out scouring the hills for her murderer as we speak. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a woman of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lady, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
I think the Marquis has seen the error of his ways.
By the grace of Andraste, you have your life, my dear. Do be more careful with it. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first Enchanter of Montsimard, and Enchantress to the Imperial Court.
I love Vivienne's attire. It brings me joy.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's
aristocrat,
war
not
effort.
aristocrat.
Either to
I have
make a
cat
good
on my
end,
lap.
or to
Leave me
win
alone.
back a modicum of self-respect.
Your salon has certainly exceeded my expectations so far.
I'm glad to keep you entertained, my dear. I wanted to meet face to face. It is important to consider one's connections carefully. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
I don't even want to have her talk.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. It might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
You sound like you want to head down there and give the troops some pointers.
Nah, I'm no good at command unless I know who my guys are sleeping with and what they like to drink. Inquisition's already too large for that. The Chargers are big enough for me. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
The training that they're doing is Cullen. I said Colin, and then Cullen. Commander Cullen is the leader of the Inquisition forces, and therefore he has to make sure every single troop is properly trained. The only reason I'm doing an accent is so I can properly say Commander Cullen. Commander Cullen Rutherford, right outside of born and raised right outside of the village of Honleith. Honleith you are able to visit in the first Dragon Age game as long as you have the Stone Prisoner DLC, which is free and involves you getting Shale, who is the lovely crusher of all things feathery. So he's just doing basic training. You can kind of see it from here.
Then maybe we need one. I'd be willing.
You? Huh. Why you?
Nobody else seems to be stepping forward, and since I can seal rifts, I'm here whether I like it or not. If it proved necessary to have an Inquisitor, I could make a go of it.
For a second there, you sounded like a Canary. My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, or the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions, and live with the consequences. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could. What's going on?
I'd like to know more about your work with the Ben Hasrat.
Ben Hasrat is actually a general term. You've got the secret police who investigate problems inside our territory. You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their minds. Or make them disappear. And then you've got the spies.
How do the re-educators work?
I only know the basics. Wasn't my area. That said, keep a man awake long enough. Ask the right questions, give the right potions, and you can get him to say anything. You don't need blood magic or demons to change someone's mind. We're a lot more fragile than we'd like to believe.
You can alter someone's beliefs that easily.
One of my friends was a re-educator. He said that every memory is like the page of a book. When you examine a memory, you're turning to that page, and when you're there, the page is laid bare. Write a few notes in the margins of the page. Erase a word here and there, and your whole outlook changes. Always felt a little weird reading after that conversation.
The re-educators sound horrible.
Yeah, they probably do. Here's the thing, though. What happens in Orlais when you commit a crime or betray a lord? They just lop your head off. At least the Canary try to fix you.
None of those sound exactly like you.
Yeah, I was a special case. They sent me to Saharan because they needed someone who could fight and hunt down problems. That whole island is a sack of cats. Incursions from Tevinter, Tal Vashat, and native rebels fighting both sides. And in the middle, me. trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
You seem like the type who enjoys a good fight.
There's a good fight, and there's finding out who put rat poison in the bread and killed a bunch of children. I hunted down a lot of rebels. Lost a lot of friends to the Vince, or the Fog Warriors, or the Talvashar. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damned reason to keep doing my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
Not many people would have the courage to do that.
I thought about letting some rebel kill me, but I couldn't give any of those bastards the satisfaction. The Ben Hasrath ordered me to go to Orlais, ostensibly as a Talvashar, and work undercover. That's how I ended up here.
I'm glad you're here, Bull.
Me too.
If you ever need to talk more about all this, let me know.
Nah, it was a long time ago. Thanks, though.
He makes me so happy.
How's it going?
I'm gonna stretch out his hand.
I'd like to know more about the Kunari.
You writing a book?
It's your culture, and I'd like to know you better.
You could just ask.
I am.
All right. What do you want to know?
How do the Kunari rule themselves?
It's pretty simple.
Once I finish this
We've got
dialogue,
matriarchy,
I'm gonna
priesthood,
save
and the
and turn
military. The priesthood figures out how Kunari should live in theory. The matriarchy makes it work in practice. And the military keeps the Kunari safe from outside threats.
Does it actually work like that? Is there much infighting?
Not like you're thinking of. People disagree, yeah, but the priests are there to solve disagreements. Here in Orlais, politicking comes from people putting their own gain ahead of the gains of society. If you do that among the Kunari, the Ben Hasrath set you straight, or kill you.
I've heard there's no marriage among the Kunari.
Yeah, that's true. Kunari love our friends like anyone does, but we don't have sex with them.
Kunari don't have sex?
Oh, we definitely have sex. They're Tamasrans who pop your cork whenever you need it.
Seriously?
Yes. It's not a big deal like it is here. It's like, I don't know, going to see a healer. Sometimes it's this long, involved thing. It takes all day, leaves you walking funny. Other times you're in and out in 5 minutes. Thank you. See you next week.
So, you've never really made love? Connected with someone in both body and soul?
I don't know. One time they used this thing called the Sato Nerapa. It's a leather-wrapped rod on a harness. That wasn't really my soul, though. Also, there were more than 2 people.
How is everyday life different for Kunari?
Depends on your job, I guess. Some are just about the same. A baker in Valroyo gets up, gets dressed, and starts work. A baker in Parvolan does the same thing. They don't
he
care
kind of
about
does
the
that a
empire
lot,
or
Box.
the cube. Mostly they worry about breaking eggs and hope the dough rises right.
It can't be exactly the same. The Kunari have no personal freedoms.
How many personal freedoms do you figure that baker in Valroyo has? Life isn't about freedom. The baker in Parvolan wonders if she'll be given enough eggs to do her work. Will they come on time? Will the kitchen workers get her bread while it's fresh, or will they come late and blame her because it's stale? Same crap in Valroyo. People are just people.
What's it like growing up under the Kun?
The Tamasrans raise us in these units of kids all our own age. They're like teachers or chantry sisters. They also help figure out what jobs we should do. They had me pegged for military work early on. When they learned I could hit stuff and lie, they started training me for the Ben Hasra.
That must have been a good day for you.
Yes, it's like being a block of stone with a sculptor working on you. One day, the last of the crap gets knocked off, and you can see your real shape. What you're supposed to be. That's a good day.
I might be quoting his
Do you ever
dialogue
think
lines
about what would
secretly.
happen if the Kunari conquered Orlais or Ferelden?
Some folks, like Cassandra or Cullen, would do fine if they didn't die fighting. Those two love rules. But the mages, Can you imagine Solus trying his fade dreaming under the cube? Or Vivian doing her political bullshit? Both Sarah and Varric would mouth off until they ended up re-educated, drugged until their minds broke. So, to answer your question, no, I don't think about it much at all.
The word Kunari, is that the race or the religion?
Both. Kind of. The humans and elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Kunari who break away from the Qun are Talvasha, deserters.
What about Kunari who existed before the Qun?
The people we came from. They're called the Kosset, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kosset were... I don't know. We had to leave. The stories aren't clear. But I don't expect they look much like us. Whatever they are.
See you later, Bull.
See ya. What's going on?
So, how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the cube. Just, I don't know. Job descriptions, I guess. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull for myself.
But why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
I want him to narrate books in his Iron Bull voice. I would buy all of them. I would fall asleep listening to them every night. Anyway, so I'm probably gonna call it a night for here tonight, guys. Excuse me. If any of y'all have questions or any of y'all want to join the Discord server, I think I have a link to it in the description down below. For those of y'all that are on the internet. Thank you for part 2/2.5 of Nissa in Dragon Age. Now we get to see her eventual husbando, I guess, if you're a nerd like that, because that's what my chat is, because we're going to constantly make fun of Right-Hander for having the biggest crush on Nissa and her swishy hips. I mean, look at them. They're priceless. Look at that booty. Sweetie, he wants the booty. Swish, swish, stab, stab. Okay. Hell yeah. Alright, I will talk to y'all later. Hope y'all have a good night. And yeah. I'm tired. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow or not. I will let them know, let you know. Hope y'all have a good night, guys. See you later.